Guys, let me tell you guys about the struggles. Like today, you guys, I literally, okay, let me start from the beginning. So there was a ad on Craigslist, right? And it said opportunity of a lifetime. Now, if you guys have been keeping up with me, then you know that I quit my job 2 weeks ago. So since quitting my job, like I have been like literally on the job hunt. And if you live in California like I do, then you know it's very scarce. Like everybody named mama's out here looking for the same job. But here's the thing, like I'm like not even being picky about what type of job I get. So I've been applying for everything. I was making 6 figures at my last job, but I'm so determined to like have the free time and actually live my life instead of like commuting 3 hours a day and then going to a corporate job only to be disrespected. So I said, okay, well, I'm willing to take a different type of job that pays less. I'm willing to make $15, $16 an hour if that means I'm going to get my free time to be able to do what I truly love to do, right? So I quit my job. Yeah, I can't even get an interview for a job making $16 an hour, right? Like I'm overqualified, I guess, right? So I said, well, okay, well, I'll just start driving for Lyft, you know? I'll start driving for Lyft. And let me tell you, that has like, it's been a very humbling experience. I'll tell you that. Like I was driving for like 4 hours, I think, and I made like 30 bucks. Kid you not. Like I was just LA traffic. Like I drove all the way to LA. I live in Rancho Cucamonga, so it was like 45 miles, but with traffic it can take like an hour and a half, right? So I get there and traffic is booming, right? And so I'm like, okay, cool, you know, there's a lot of people that need rides, so I'll actually get some business out here. And what it did allow me to put more effort into my creativity and allow me to like make more videos on a more consistent basis, right? But I said, okay, well, I still got to pay the bills. And out here in Rancho Cucamonga, like I kid you not, our rent is $2,000 for a 2-bedroom townhome. $2,000. I'm from Kansas. There's no, I mean, that's, their mortgage out there is probably $1,000, okay? So here I am trying to figure out like, okay, what are you gonna do? Because Lyft ain't paying the bills, okay, honey? And so I went on Craigslist and I started looking for a job on Craigslist because I mean I had already did Zip, Recruiter, Indeed, LinkedIn. Like I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna apply for everything. So I get on Craigslist and I see this thing that says opportunity of a lifetime. And so I figured, okay, well, let me see what this is about. It was for influencer, celebrity influencers, right? And I applied for it and I got a call just yesterday. I got a call for an interview to come in. So literally today, me and Kevin went to Beverly Hills because that's where the interview was at, was in Beverly Hills. And so much pressure. Like, first of all, being a social media influencer is already a pressure within itself. Like, it makes you feel like you have to be glamfied. That's why I'm just like whatever right now with this video, because I'm so tired of trying to be perfect all the time. Like at the end of the day, I need to get my hair done, okay? And I want to be presentable so I can try to get some tips on these Lyft rides, okay? So anyways, like I literally was like, I felt like my hair had to be perfect. I felt like my makeup had to be perfect. I felt like my outfit had to be perfect. And it was just so much pressure. So I get down there to do this interview. And I realized like, I feel like I might have been the only one that put a lot of pressure on myself to be presentable. I don't know, that's how I felt. But I get there and it was so down to earth. It was so super chill. Like I realized like I put that pressure on myself. And social media will do that to you guys. Like social media will have you feeling like you gotta be queen bee. You gotta be the most beautiful thing to walk in the building, to really just stand out amongst everybody. And so that's how I felt, and I put all this perfection on myself. And I kid you guys, like, let me tell you this first and foremost. As black women, we wear a lot of weave. Like, we wear a lot of weave, point blank, period. And I can't speak for all black women, but for me personally, I know that I wear a lot of weave simply because less time consuming. Like, you guys see, like, what I'm doing right now, this is very time consuming, you know? So imagine trying to do this every couple nights, right? Because I do work out, so my hair sweats out. So, you know, I have to continue to retwist it to keep my curls defined or whatever. And so that's why we tend to go lean more towards weave, because it's quick and it's convenient, and it's just less time, you know, that we have to spend doing our hair. And so as I'm doing this, I'm just sitting there like, I felt so awkward, because I'm like, you know, I'm wearing my real hair, you know, my curls aren't perfect. And I'm thinking, like, are they gonna think like I'm just some black chick with an afro? Like, when you think of Beverly Hills and you think of the entertainment business, like, you think of like all these beautiful people with this beautiful long hair, this beautiful bodies, and you know, and so you walk in feeling like you have to be up to par of what everybody else got going on. So I kid you not, like, I was 2 steps from putting my wig on, you know what I mean? And I'm like, Kevin's like, no, you need to stand out, wear your natural hair, because he loves my mohawks. You know, he's like, wear your natural hair. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't want to look crazy, you know? And he's like, you just need to be you, you know? And I'm so glad that I took his advice and I wore my hair, because it did. It made me stand out. And I think that was one of the things that, you know, people first noticed about me was my mohawk and my natural hair. Now, had I put the wig on, then I felt like I probably would have just been any other black chick, because let's keep it all real, you know, as black women, we tend to wear the same hairstyles. You know what I'm saying? There's not a whole lot of black women that are wearing their own natural hair, or wearing fros, or wearing twist outs, or bantu knots, you know, stuff like that. Like, you'll see most of us wearing lace fronts nowadays, or sew-ins, or box braids, or things of that sort, you know, something that's convenient, because we don't want to rock our own hair. And my biggest concern is that, like, when I start doing these commercials or photo shoots and things like that sort, my fear is that, like, am I still going to be able to be authentically myself? Like, when I had box braids, you guys, for like a month. And when I took the box braids out, I literally felt obligated to put some more weave back in my hair. Like, it's so sad that I depended on weave. Like, I didn't even feel comfortable doing my own hair. And then one day, like, as I'm telling Kevin, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get box braids again, you know what I mean? Kevin was like, why don't you just wear your own hair and just wear a afro or a mohawk? And it settled in. Reality hit me like, whoa, like, immediately. Like, I didn't even consciously understand what I was doing, but take my hair out, you know, of the box braids, only to put more weave in, take it out, only put more weave in. And it's like, I'm not even, like, I don't know, like, I don't even know how to explain it, or if I'm even explaining it right. I don't even know if you guys can relate to this. But I just think it's interesting, you know, when we think about black women in social media now, or even these black YouTubers, it's a lot of hair. It's all about hair. It's all about these lace fronts and how to make it look natural, and you know what I mean? At the end of the day, our hair is kinky. Our shit is nappy. This is who we are authentically. You know what I'm saying? It's sad because, like, as I, you know, continue to grow my YouTube channel, like, I hate that I feel that I have to be super glammed up. I hate that I feel like I have to have this straight weave or this lace front for me to really be appealing. You know what I mean? And then you get people that want to come on here and just leave stupid, nasty comments like, oh, girl, you need to get your teeth fixed. Like, I love my gap. You know what I mean? Or your stomach is flat, but you need to lose some weight in your thighs. Like, it's so critical. And I think that's the reason why black women choose to wear weave so much, is because they feel like they have to fit in. They feel like everybody has to like them. And I just come to the point where I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. Like, if you subscribe to my channel, it's because you authentically like me as a person, and not just because of what I look like. Like, I don't want people to follow me just because of what I look like, because looks fade. Like, that shit don't last forever, okay? And for me personally, like, I prefer to subscribe to channels to people who are authentic, who are themselves, who have their own personality, who aren't trying to portray to be something that they're not. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, let's just stop trying so hard. Like, let's just come back to being, just be you. You know what I mean? You ain't got to put on no show. Just be you. At the end of the day, you ever get to a point where you're just tired of trying to fit in? You know what I mean? Tired of wondering what people think of you. Like, especially as Black women in, like, when I was working in corporate, like, it's really sad because as much as I love wearing my mohawk, wearing my hair in a mohawk, I never felt comfortable wearing my hair like that at work. But then the moment that I come to work with this long flowing weave, it's like, then I fit in, then it's normal, then it's, oh girl, I love your hair. Like, how can you can't just love my natural, kinky, nappy hair? You know what I'm saying? So then when you only get complimented when you wear a weave, you start to feel like you need that. You start to feel like that becomes part of your identity, when that's not. You know what I mean? That's just an enhancement that you choose to wear. It's sad that, you know, us as Black women, we start to feel like we can't walk out the house without throwing that wig on. You know, we can't walk around with an afro, which I love Black women with afros. I really, really do. I haven't figured out how to get my afro to look quite that good. But you know, I really love to see Black women wearing their natural hair, you know, being themselves, not trying to fit in, not trying to be this cliche of an influencer. So you guys, when I went to the interview in Beverly Hills, Kevin went with me because they were like, oh, you can bring support. So you guys, this was actually my first audition, like, in Beverly Hills. It was so crazy because in my head, I thought it was going to be like super long lines. I thought it was going to be like, I was going to have to wait. I was going to have to read some script. I didn't know what it was going to be like. I just saw this listing on Craigslist that said this is the opportunity of a lifetime. And I'm like, I'm broke, I'll take it. I didn't know what it was going to be like. But, you know, it was totally not what I expected. I went in. There was maybe 2 or 3 other people that had the same time scheduled interview with me. Kevin came with me as my support system, and the guy who came out to, you know, bring us back, actually recognized, well, he didn't recognize Kevin, but as soon as he saw Kevin actually had a book. He was reading a book. He was like, I'll support you, but I'll just sit out here and, you know, read this book while you're back there. So when a guy came out to get us, he notices Kevin reading this book, and he's like, he's intrigued by it, because you guys know we're in this digital age where nobody reads books anymore. Like, everybody's on their phone, you know, reading ebooks or listening to books on audio. I'm guilty of it myself. I can't even stay focused when I'm reading a book. It's sad because I grew up reading books like in my room all the time, and I can't even focus on a book now. And so Kevin's sitting here with this book, and this guy's intrigued because he's like in his 50s, and that's what he's used to, is reading these books. So long story short, this guy is like, hey, you should come back here and join us too. I like your personality, dude, right? So it's so funny. So we all go back here, and Kevin's sitting next to me, but this guy, he feels like he can relate so much to Kevin because he's an older guy. And so at the end of the day, he's like, yo, I want to work with you both. How can we make this happen? And me and Kevin are like, oh yeah, we can definitely make that happen. You know what I mean? So I think that was pretty dope that, you know, Kevin didn't go there for an interview. We both ended up walking out of there, signing like a year contract with these people to help us build our content. And if you guys don't know, Kevin's actually working on his own YouTube channel, and it's called Bourbon and Biceps. And he has one video up. But it's new, you know what I mean? So you got to start somewhere. So he has this one video up, and we actually showed it to this guy in this interview, and he loved it. But anyways, you guys, I just want to say, like, you know, whatever you want to do in life, if you want to do YouTube, do it. You know, you don't have to stick to a certain genre. If you want to talk about birds that fly in the sky, you want to talk about this adventures that you go on when you're driving in your truck, you know what I mean, or you're lifting, and you want to talk about all your different clients that you have, like, do you. Like, you don't have to sit here and try to do what everybody else is doing. Just because this person does makeup and they have 3 million freaking subscribers doesn't mean you have to do that. Like, people are going to subscribe to you because they can identify with you, because they can learn something from you, or they just freaking love you as a person and love your character and your personality. So don't try to be something that you're not, because I guarantee you, like me, when I'm watching a channel, I can tell when somebody's not being authentic. I can tell when somebody's just doing it just to get views. And that's the killer part. Like, the fact that you have to like almost be fake just to get somebody to click and watch your video. You have to like, you know, make this creative thumbnail for people to want to click on it. Like you get things like that, and it's just like makes you uncomfortable because it's like it has to be so perfect, and being perfect will stop you from actually making the video because you're like, oh, my hair's not right, my makeup's not right, I can't make this video today. Oh, I'm not in the right mood, I can't make this video today. Oh, this video isn't gonna get very many views, so I'm not gonna post this today. Like, dude, just fucking post it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're doing YouTube to get fans or to get money, you're not gonna make it very far. Do it because you love it. Do it because you have a passion for it. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna cut it short right here. So make sure you guys subscribe. It's your girl Shantae. Love you guys.